we touched briefly on alcohol consumption, um, and that's a different thing because you don't turn it off. And part of being a bartender is being the local rock star. There, I cannot go into any bar in my area without somebody knowing me. And I can go into a bar like a newly open bar, and I'll probably know 15 people there. There is never a time where there is not an excuse to have a drink.
Right.
Like there's always time to have a drink, and you have to realize what your triggers are for that. And if that means staying at, like, I make it a point now, like if I'm going to go out and I'm going to have a nice meal, I try to leave my area. I try to go somewhere new where I'm pretty sure nobody's going to know me. And that helps to prevent overconsumption because you're much more likely to drink when you're surrounded by people that you love and you care about and you want to have a good time with
And are drinking.
and and are drinking.
Yeah.
So it's much easier to have too much to drink at your local watering hole than it is at a place where you don't know anybody.
Hmm.
So make space for yourself. Allow yourself to have time, but make space for yourself to not become a raging alcoholic. I don't know how else to put it because it's really easy to do and it's a very slippery slope. And I've been there. I've had weeks, months that just blurred, and I was like, "What day is it? Where am I? How many hours did I work this week?" And like, if you don't make that space, those weeks turn into months, and those months turn into years. Next thing you
Hmm.
know, you're like, "Man, I packed on like 40 pounds. I ain't got any money in the bank. I got into a fight 2 days ago at the bar. Like, what's going on?" Like,
Right.
you've got to enforce that boundary with yourself too. And a lot of people can't do that. So get yourself an accountability buddy. Find
Yeah.
find somebody that will call you on your shit. That says, "Hey, you gotta bring it down a notch." Which
Yeah.
means that it has to be somebody that you look up to, or that you respect, or is doing a better job than you in your mind.
Right.
Somebody that if they say, "Hey, you should probably throttle it back," you don't get pissed off. You say, uh, "Maybe so and so's right."
Yeah.
For whoever that
That's
may
a
be.
good
It could
one.
be your parent, could be another bartender, whoever you're
Yeah.
willing to answer to, because you can always you can always talk yourself